Jim Collins is awesome, and he wrote one of the best leadership books ever written, Good to Great. Well, actually, he's written 3 of them, Good to Great, Built to Last, and Beyond Entrepreneurship. They're all brilliant. And I haven't read this book in years, but its key lessons still form part of my leadership every day. If you're new here, hi, I'm Ben, and I've been doing leadership and mentoring leaders for about 15 years. And I'm all about helping you become a more confident leader by sharing the best stuff I've learned here and at benkosh.com. And some of the best stuff is right here. The short version of this video is go get this book and read it. But what I want to do right now is pick out 3 key lessons from the book that you can use every day. 3 mistakes leaders make and how to fix them. And the first is, don't set the vision and strategy before you find the right people. Jim Collins calls this first who, then what. Find the right people first and work out the vision and plan together. He talks about getting the wrong people off the bus, getting the right people on the bus and in the right seats, and then figuring out where to drive the bus. Because the best leadership is not about having all the answers yourself. It's about building a team of broad experience, expertise and perspective, and then leveraging all of that into achieving great things. It's not, I'm the leader, we're going here. It's, we're the team, where should we go? Actually, there's another aspect to this. When we're faced with a crisis or challenge or opportunity, our instinctive reaction is often to start asking, what should we do? And trying to work out the plan. But remember, first who, then what? So your first question should always be, who do I need to talk to about this? Leaders and leadership teams often get caught in the trap of wanting to figure out all the answers before they talk to people. Maybe because the situation's scary or political or just really complicated. But I've found that first working out who to talk to and talking to them always leads to better outcomes than trying to figure it out yourself first and then going to talk to people. First who, then what. Okay, lesson number 2 from Good to Great. Don't let your strategy be too complicated. Be a hedgehog, not a fox. And this is something that leaders often get caught up in, creating a clever strategy, but actually having something really simple is usually better. See, foxes are cunning and can create loads of clever plans for catching the hedgehog. But however clever their plans are, whenever a fox attacks, the hedgehog does one thing, roll into a ball of spikes, and the fox can't get at him. So which are you? Is your business a fox, trying new things all the time, constantly chasing the next idea, or a hedgehog, finding the thing you do brilliantly and then just doing it? The book teaches that your hedgehog concept, the key thing you're going to do brilliantly, sits at the intersection of 3 circles. What can you be best in the world at? What are you deeply passionate about? And what drives your economic engine? And your job as a leader is to work deeply in these 3 circles. Get your team to think hard about where you are in them, work together to identify your hedgehog concept, and then be really disciplined about bringing it to life. Don't be a fox, be a hedgehog. And the last lesson, the mistake bad leaders make. They take credit for wins and blame others for losses. And in the book, Jim Collins talks about leaders of enduringly great companies, and they do this instead. When things go well, look out the window. When things go badly, look in the mirror. When you get a win, look out your window and give thanks for the timing and the luck and the efforts of others. Stay humble in your victory and send some thank you notes. And when something goes wrong, look in the mirror. If someone on your team messed up, what could you have done differently to make that less likely? If the world changed around you and broke what you were trying to do, how could you have seen that change coming earlier and changed course? Create a personal code for yourself where you take a little less than your share of the credit and a little more than your share of the blame. That's the kind of leader people want to work with. Good to Great, Jim Collins. Get it. Subscribe for more good leadership stuff like this. Watch that next.